Okay, we got 16 minutes, 1 second on this one. So I recently was talking to my mentor who has two bestsellers, and we were talking about, okay, why don't you write? And he would just tell me, hey, just keep writing, keep writing. You got like real talent and stuff like that. And I was like so pissed at him, and in a subconscious level, I didn't want to gush over his fucking status and oh, you're the bestseller, you're fucking New York Times author of the year that has written the 100 books. That one of his books is amongst 100 books to read in a must-read books in a year and something like that. So I was gonna be rude and just authentic with him, not only to show to myself that okay, I'm not gushing over this guy, but also to keep it authentic and real. So I was talking to him and told him, hey, why don't you write? And he literally replied, I was literally fucking bombarding him with insults and you don't understand. And the guy, anyone would understand about writing and not getting recognition is someone who has written and who has gotten recognition for it. So that was kind of funny for a second as well. But I was so pissed. I was literally cursing him out, and he was just, nah. I write. That's a part of my identity. And I remember once he had this story that when he was like thinking about dying and so suicidal, his at that time wife would tell him, hey, you're feeling so suicidal now, just go and fucking write. And the moment I knew that fact about him, I was like, okay, this guy gets it to the levels that it's insanely like impossible for other people to get. But the funny thing is that we were talking and we were going like back and forth, and he just said, hey, just keep writing. And I said, okay, as if you understand. The irony is like not lost on me, but okay. And we were talking about things and stuff like that, and we finally got to the conversation that I said, okay, even if you write, I write better, and we both know it. And there wasn't even a kind of hologram of hesitation in my words. There was even not instance of a stutter. I looked him in the eyes and said, hey, you're not a better writer than I am. I don't give a shit about your bestsellers. And he laughed so loudly that I kind of wanted to like apologize about the rudeness and stuff like that, but I was like, nah, fuck it, I actually believe in that shit. And we were talking about everything else, and I got to this instance that I said, okay, I'm just gonna keep writing, and even and he just pushed me to submit to other to multiple things here and there. But for me, like, time is so precious that even submitting to like looking up like magazines to submit to them and stuff like that is just utter waste of time for me. Everything I'm doing, and even this video that I'm uploading now, everything I'm doing has a purpose, and that purpose aligns with my grander kind of mission in life. And for a long time, I was reprimanded and kind of disgusted by other people following this. I remember whenever, ever since I was a kid, I was fascinated with learning stuff, even reading a shit ton of stories, fiction, comic books, or would be just yeah, would be just like writing, scribbling, dibble dabbling here and there, and everything was just to feel the growth of myself. And whenever I got to the school, I would keep writing, keep having this dream versions of myself and where I wanted to go in life, about life, death, about philosophy, and everything that I've been carefully putting the seed of those thoughts in my mind. That I was reading a lot of like mythical books, comic books, and just heroism and extraordinary and astronomical kind of lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, the comic books and the exaggerated form of storytelling is just to give you the delusion that you at least have direction. That delusion gives you the direction necessary for you to move. And whenever you move towards that delusion, you fall a little bit short of the delusion or match it. But when you don't have any direction, you just dibble dabble in anything that you see. It's literally like a lost dog that is barking around for getting attention. So I suffered a long time with this limited belief of others people around me that, oh, good is enough, mediocrity is actually kind of sacred and stuff like that. Enjoy the little moments and stuff like that. And I always felt like, okay, there's some disconnect between what actually I want and what is happening in my life. So I so this was like the early stages of my life, and then I went to like university at the age of 18, and by then I was done with like learning languages and stuff like that because I had learned and I was teaching English for like 2 years by then, and I didn't understand what is the purpose of learning other languages. Yeah, funny looking back at it, but it always kind of bothered me that how people are just not micromanaging their time, because for me everything had to have purpose and has to have purpose. Even recently when I went out and um, left my uh, cave of kind of conformity and comfortable cave, not for lack of like what you call, not to sticking for my comfort zone, but anyways, I went to this job agency or something that I was looking for, and he said, okay, why don't you go outside and talk to other people and stuff like that. And I said, I do. Whenever I go, let's say for a walk or shopping or stuff like that, I go and meet people, and I kind of I'm enthusiastic towards like meeting new people and having new kind of perspectives on life and stuff like that. And I've met a lot of influential people, but I don't go out to meet people because that's not correct kind of use of my time, and I'm kind of careful about it. And to this day, that's now I heard the Napoleon Hill guy talking about time management. I was like kind of thinking, okay, am I taking life seriously? Even one of my professors told me, you're analyzing life as if it's a court case. It's not. You just live life. But for me, it's like this point of view in life, because I'm a writer, I'm kind of thinking about creative ways of expressing myself every single moment of the day. These are the methods I see the world through rather than just examining the existing world. That's how I shape my reality with this. But long story less long is that, but now that I'm actually starting to meet people who are leading the life or a portion of it that I kind of want, those people are not only agreeing with what I'm saying, they're literally heralding the vision further. Because I met this writer who is kind of struggling with a coaching program of his own, and he just told me, slow down, enjoy the little things and stuff like that, and just enjoy life, enjoy the moment, and stuff like that. And it's never sat well with me that, okay, little things are relative. Why not my little thing becomes like someone's grandiose idea? Why not make that a little thing for me? Because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about money, about adoration, validation. I care about impact, because the impact is when you realize the delusion that you had ever since you were born of this kind of a little toy you have that you want to show the world and inspire people about their own toys and about their own talents, about their own skills, and about their own identity crafting process. You literally need to not validate that, but you need to match the reality, external reality, with that inner drive, inner delusion, let's call it. So it never sat well with me, and there is even this quotation from, I don't know, one of these random millionaires, that the dream put in you is not in the dream put in others. And there's a reason for it, because if you're not capable of, because that's how our mind functions, even in the neurological sense, is that if you're obsessed about something and you're obsessing over something for a long time, it is part of your identity. You cannot continue a delusion for 20 years with low money, more money, low adoration, kind of more adoration, validation, lack of validation. Whenever the delusion doesn't change and doesn't get affected by the external kind of things, it shows there is a truth to that, because everything is relative rather than kind of unmalleable, rather than unchanging and unwavering. And the only things that are unwavering are rooted in truth. So when for 25 years of my life, the delusion hasn't changed and wavered at all, and no matter the circumstances, it only tells me that, okay, 99% illusion, 1% truth. And that 1% truth proves to me that if there is 1% truth to it, it could be 100% truth instilled in it that I haven't seen and discovered yet. So that's the whole thing. So that's what I noticed, this pattern kind of emerging from studying other successful people and meeting in real life other successful people, that you can go from average to astronomical, but there is a price to pay. The price is you need to have direction, call it the delusion, and you need to take action towards that direction. And the only things is that you need to align everything you are doing. Let's say I'm learning languages, I'm writing, I'm reading books, I'm micromanaging my time, and everything by conscious decision or subconscious kind of programming is that leading me towards the very precious dream that I have. And everything is just tools for that. Even 7 years of me gathering like Pokemon 2 masters in law just deepened my analytical thinking and this pattern recognition necessary for my own vision. So not only you need from escaping mediocrity, you need direction, but you need to gather the, let's say, gather the right kind of Pokemons in the battle ahead to reach this astronomical results. But yeah, that's a video, and go from average to astronomical. And bye.